Good morning, campers. Welcome back to the Cut the Camera podcast. It's your host, Nicholas Sturniolo.
Matthew Sturniolo.
And Chris Sturniolo. Here we are.
Nick's forcing me to wear this goofy ass headband.
It's because it's Christmas, guys. Look at the podcast setup for Christmas. How wonderful
Yeah,
is
let's all
this?
take a glance. What's your favorite part, Matt?
My little gnome.
He's really cute. Yeah, I like mine in the snow right here.
I like mine too.
Mine got
Like
caught
watching
in the
over me.
blizzard.
Yes. But with all that being said, welcome back or welcome to the Sturniolo Triplet Christmas catastrophe that we have going on.
Christmas catastrophe. Does catastrophe start with a C?
A C. You said T?
A C.
Why would it start with a T?
I thought he said T. I was like in shock.
Let's think.
Catastrophe?
Catastrophe.
I like that, actually.
Cut the camera Christmas catastrophe. That's 4 C's.
Yeah, that is 4 C's.
You should I really think you should reevaluate wearing those glasses.
Thank you. I don't want to wear them. You forced me to.
It looked good. The only thing is it covered your eyebrows. So
Yeah,
No,
it
put them
didn't-
on your hat to keep the Christmas vibe.
Like, dude, this kid always with like vibes or
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
good.
They're not.
I wish they had lenses.
I wish you had lenses.
Okay.
Like, what does that even mean?
With that being said, it is nearing the end of the year and moving into this new series of life, 2024.
This is
Do
actually
you guys feel like when the new year comes around, do you actually feel like are you one of the new year, new me? Like, do you feel like it's time for a really reevaluation?
I think if you think that enough, then it's not actually true. I feel like you have to not believe it to actually have
gotta
a new year,
earn it.
new me.
Like, you have to just accept. I think that it's like a new year, new me is kind of ridiculous because it's like the whole year is what paves you to become who you are.
Correct.
So it's like it takes an entire year. Like, when I look back at the entirety of 2023, I think of January 2023 versus us approaching January 2024, and I'm like, wow, I'm in a very different position. It's just like it lets you think like, oh wow, it was a new year, new me eventually.
Correct.
I think new year, new me at the beginning of the year is like the most
You can't just wake up on January 1st and it's like a whole new life.
Yeah,
agree.
you can't want a new year, new me.
Correct.
You got to earn it. That's what it's saying.
Correct. Anyways, let's jump right in. We're gonna start off with today. We're looking back on the year to reflect all of our important milestones of 2023. Questions: where were you and what were you doing on January 1st, 2023? And did you set any New Year's resolutions?
We spent our New Year's together, all together here in our home here. And yeah, it was kind of just like a weird year, like the start of the year. Like, I feel like the start of this year, just came so soon. And the fact that we're already about to end this year, freaks me out.
I agree.
This year flew by.
And I feel like last
This
year,
was the fastest year of my life.
my January, hold on, I have to fix my pants real quick. But anyway.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth. I think January 1st last year was more of just a sad, upsetting time. Just it was just a weird time in our life. It was our first New Year's away from everything, I feel like.
yeah, we didn't do anything on New
I think we had a really big high of 2022. It was just such a good year for our, I don't know. It was kind of the start of everything for us was 2022.
Yeah.
So 2023 being our first year, okay, this is our life. Now we're dialing it in. So it was the beginning of a very stressful moment where it was okay, we have to keep grinding out right now. And then I feel like that was a big thing.
Well, also speaking of, in 2023, we hit, I believe, 3 and 4 million subscribers and 5.
Yeah.
Did we hit 3? When did we hit 3?
I remember the beginning,
Can I check on my phone?
I'm gonna check
January of last year, or of this year, I mean, we were on our first tour.
Yes.
And I know that we hit 4 million subscribers on our last tour.
Yes.
Because I remember we did 4 million.
So maybe we didn't hit 3.
No, it was just, we hit 4 million and 5 million this year.
That's still crazy.
Yeah.
And today actually marks the day that we hit 4.5.
we hit
I mean,
4.5.
we hit 5.5.
Oh, wow. We hit 5.
We're 500K away from 6 mil.
Yeah, we
Wow.
hit 3 mil in 2022.
That's crazy. Imagine ending this year, it's at 6 mil.
And also, that's another thing is we're filming this a little bit early on because, as you guys know, we have our Christmas palooza that's going on. So we're filming this right before December starts, and that's an entire month of this year that we still have. So it's I get a little nervous doing stuff like this because we're prematurely talking about 2023 coming to an end.
Yeah.
And shit like that terrifies me because I feel like it's bad karma.
Yeah.
We're filming being oh, this was 2023. We're talking as if it's not here, but we're still enduring that year, and I don't want it to take
2024 seems like fake.
I agree.
Well, it's also like for me, I've like a lot of people around me realize this very quickly of like being my friend, but there's things that I suck at is like knowing what time it is, day it is, year it is. Like I often forget a lot of things, and it's like very concerning because like fuck these stupid glasses.
Keep them on. Keep them on.
Anyway,
Keep them on.
no, Nick, shut the fuck up.
Boo. It's Christmas once a year.
Nick?
It's Christmas once a year. This is the Christmas Palooza.
Like, dude, it's making me get up to get the fuck.
Thank you.
You got it.
Well, you shouldn't have thrown them like a fool.
Yeah. Dude, what's up with the pants?
Have a belt on.
Okay. The belt is supposed to make it so you don't have to fix your pants.
Correct.
Well, it's just like making it.
No, it's like the Christmas Palooza and you're throwing your sunglasses all about.
Stop calling it Palooza and Catastrophe, Nick.
Anyway, what was I saying?
I don't
I
know.
suck at time and shit. But no, like, do you know
And remembering things.
when like if someone remember when someone gets knocked the fuck out, like if someone like falls at like a skate park and they pass out or something, right? They shake them and they like ask them questions like, "Hey, where are you? What's your name? Like, what year is it?" I actually might get that one wrong. Like if I go, like if someone could ask me, walk up to me right now and be like, "Yo, what year is it?" I'd like actually have to think a little bit to be like, "Oh, 2023." Like it actually is 2023. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah.
I understand you.
Like I feel like that's a question that someone should have the answer to relatively fast.
I'd
And it
agree.
actually takes
Who's our president?
Joe Biden right now? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Joe Biden right now. The way you said it was funny.
Not
How
funny
old
at
are
all.
you?
20.
All right.
I got to think a little bit.
Okay.
I almost said 19.
Where do we live?
California.
Don't say that. Oh, I thought you were going to say like address.
Oh yeah, man. I'm going to say our address. I'm not an idiot like you.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's just like I feel like everyone should know what year they're in. And it actually takes me like a long time to actually.
Where are we going with this? Are we just talking about you're stupid or are we just going to
I don't know. What are we talking about?
Did you guys set any New Year's resolutions this year in 2023?
like at the start?
Yes.
Um,
I didn't. I wasn't talking about today.
nah.
No, you didn't have a
I
resolution.
feel like I like have things I want to do, but I wouldn't call it like a New Year's resolution. I'd just be like, I got plans. Like, I don't know.
I feel like this year was so dormant. Like I feel like we just like. Well, it's like also having like a tour exist and going on 2 tours kind of really just fucks with your mental schedule of how much time.
like
is
2 of these months of this year we spent just like traveling.
More than that.
2 months.
2 months.
Both of them were
Really?
30
It
days.
was
Yeah.
all of like January.
It was January, early February,
and
and then it was early or mid September to mid October.
yeah.
Wow.
It was 2 months collectively on the road. And 2 months collectively on the road doesn't seem like a lot, but between that and then we went to Hawaii this year for the first time ever.
Yeah.
We fly back to Boston regularly. So it's like all the travel that we do is kind of just like a really major shock
This
in my
year,
body.
this year for all of us, especially me and Chris, has been like the year
We
of
went to Chicago.
the year of
yeah,
just
you guys
concerts
did.
and
I went to
music.
Disneyland.
And
We're just
Events.
traveling. Like we've been everywhere.
we had
this
okay.
year.
We had two tours of our own performances.
Fucking shit.
Stop touching yourself.
Yeah, what are you?
Stop touching your hat and stuff.
What are you doing? We had two. We had 2 tours of our
You
own.
look really cute today.
We went to
glasses on.
we went to Summer Smash and we went to see Travis Scott. What else did we? I feel like
Let's just talk about that when we get there.
Concerts. Okay.
Yeah. Well, did you have any resolutions or no? It's the beginning of the year.
I had absolutely zero. I'm not the type of guy to like just play myself. You know what I mean? Like giving yourself resolutions at the new year, it's like cringe to me. It's like when you go to the gym on January 1st and there's like a ton of people, and then a month later there's like 5 because like everyone thinks they're gonna go do this big like extraordinary thing, and you
They're
end up
trying.
like.
Now, the best time I feel like.
See, I don't wait for shit like that. Like, oh, New Year's to start. I think like it has to just like kick in.
Yeah, I think the best time to probably try and start going to the gym is like December 1st instead of January 1st. Because then, like, by the time the New Year's wave comes, you're kind of like that hip regular. And if you want to quit, you can quit right before everyone else.
hip
knows.
regular, Nick, a month prior.
Yeah, like you'd be like the guy. Like
Maybe you should try to quit soda for New Year.
Oh my gosh, that
Not doing it. See, I'm not gonna set myself up. If I said that on the podcast, like, oh, I'm gonna quit soda, like that'd be a whole thing, and then
And they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna hold Chris accountable," and,
and then
I'd
I'd just not.
Yeah.
I'm not open for that. Here's how I think. Like, there's a lot of more things that severely decline people's health that people are doing every day.
Like cocaine.
And
Yes,
heroin.
people are doing drugs every day. I'm having soda.
Correct.
I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but it's also like I should actually stop. Like
Probably.
it's a very large amount, but
Just limit it.
Yeah,
Make your New Year's resolution. Take
too
it
much
down
of
a notch.
anything is good.
Not good.
No, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have any resolutions either.
Did
no
you
one
have,
asked me.
Did you have any dude? Imagine actually someone was like, this year I'm gonna do this, and then they did it all year long. I don't think that's ever happened.
What does that mean?
Like a New
Did
Year's
somebody,
resolution
stick to
that
their
someone
resolution?
actually stuck to.
Let's all
Probably.
make one during this podcast and actually stick
Probably.
to it.
I'm not doing that.
Probably.
Come on. Well, let's do one each.
I don't like New Year's.
We'll do it at the end of the episode to be like, oh, like this is about the new year. Like we'll do it.
Okay, fine.
Come on, it'll be good.
Fun.
Okay.
Yes. Man.
All right. Next, moving on.
What happened?
Oh, I thought my hand was red, but it was the lighting. It was like really bright.
Okay.
I thought my red hair.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What was just like some of your favorite moments that stuck out from the past year, 2023?
Definitely the 2 tours.
For sure.
Going on our own tours and being able to meet all our fans and stuff and just be there and that was a huge experience.
That's when I think of 2023 when I'm 80 years old, that's what the first thing will pop up for me is.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
moving the gift that's behind your head around with your head.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
No, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, I agree. Touring is something I never ever thought I'd do. So that memory sticks out a lot for me because not only did we toured twice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just super fun. I never thought that'd be something I would do in my life, and I did. Yay!
Yeah. Even bro, just I don't do resolutions, but I put goals. I do goals.
I like
And
that.
I had some goals this year, and it was like be generous to our parents, meet Balin. I wanted to meet Balin and meet Skies. So I had the big goals that I wanted to complete, and I completed a majority.
I feel like resolutions is schedule, and then I feel like goals is a one-time thing.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. When you're setting resolutions, it's take a 20-minute
setting a
walk a
resolution
day.
is
or something
creating a new
that.
habit for
Yes,
yourself.
but I feel like a goal is just something that you want done.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like we're definitely more goal or
Yeah, another thing that I wanted to do this year really bad was elevate my brand, which I failed at. I didn't I dropped a lot and I did good, but it's my brand is still really amazing and personal to me, but it's nowhere near the
you want it to
level
be.
I want it to be at all. Actually
Make that your
which is-
resolution.
but that's good though.
exactly.
Because that's good that it's not, because then it gives me something to keep striving for.
And it's also crazy that you've had it for a year because it feels like everything's kind of new.
Yeah, I can't believe how fast this year went. But
I can't
also
either.
another thing I'd say, one of my favorite parts of my favorite memories from 2023 was just making new friends and relationships and exploring that. I feel like there's a lot of my whole life. I feel like I've noticed thinking that the amount of friends you have is the better situation for you when it's really just having few quality friends that are really great. So I feel like we have really good friends, and I'm not I'm not willing to put myself in a position where I'm just hanging out with absolutely anybody.
Yeah, I think this was the year of settling in. We had our little hiccups last year, but this year we settled in, and now we're there. Yeah, I agree. What was our biggest accomplishments, would you say, as a group?
As a group?
Yeah, definitely the tours. Definitely 4 million and 5 million.
Tours 5 mil.
4 mil, 5 mil.
We didn't do many collabs this year, which makes me sad. I want to start
Lorray,
collabing more.
Balin.
Yeah, Lorray and Balin.
Just meeting more.
We have to do more
getting
collabs,
more into. Yeah. I feel like we got more.
We need to leave the fucking house.
Yeah, we have to just do better.
We started this podcast we wanted to do that for so long.
Wow, that's actually.
Guys, we wanted to start this podcast for so long.
Yeah.
Finally did.
Here we are.
That's what I feel like the
That was major too. We wanted to start this podcast for a full year before we did.
Yeah.
And then we did. And now we're on episode 20 something.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I want to, yeah,
I thought you were gonna say I want to thank start going on a
No.
little speech.
I'm good.
I was like, where's he going with it?
I think I'm allergic to Skittles.
You've had you have a pack of Skittles a week. I feel
No, and
now.
every time I feel really sick
So stop eating them.
and I feel like I'm coughing and I can't breathe well.
I feel like you're just allergic to everything.
What was your biggest challenge this year, Nick, that you faced?
I don't know.
You have no challenges?
I overcame everything. So
Regardless if there were challenges, you did overcome them.
yeah, I don't actually recall many challenges that I overcame.
Wow, that's good though.
No, I do, but I just don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's just a whole lot of blah, blah, blah. You guys are hearing me complain, tell me how much I hate some people.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole thing.
Matt, what about you?
You guys don't care. And I don't want to share.
Ooh. I definitely went through some challenges, but I feel like it's nothing that's like important on expressing
Yeah.
that I
think some challenges that like just stick out to me is continuing to balance our life back home, like in Boston with this life here, and just like wanting to like just make sure everyone in my life feels valued and like heard and listened to. And another one is like, another big challenge was when they were building this podcast studio, and remember like the like leaks that happened.
I remember.
They like broke a pipe and our house started flooding, and like just there were so many different things at that time where like that was just the cherry on top of like nightmare.
I would say that some of like I'm not going to speak for all three of us, but I think that you guys will relate. Like not being depressed, but being like in like a sad or a depressive state of mind for a little bit, and kind of still pumping out 3 videos a week is kind of like was a big challenge this year. Which
there was surprisingly, like, obviously I'm grateful and blessed that nothing severely happened, but I feel like we had a lot of health challenges this year.
For sure.
Like, there was a point where Nick was going to like the doctor like every week.
I was like physically sick.
So I think it's more of like I think it's good that we like I'd say it's like a very successful thing to be able to do what we were doing and staying consistent for the entire
I think like one of our biggest accomplishments is just the ability to stay consistent with content.
Think of in all of 2023, there's not a Monday, or actually there is a Monday because the podcast started.
But like
there's not a Friday or a Wednesday or a Monday when we started podcast that we didn't make it.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
And we had
and think of how much a person goes through in a year, and we didn't miss a single thing.
And like and just traveling. Like when me and Matt went to a city without Nick, and like literally for 3 days, met back home in Boston, still managed to like.
That is actually really crazy that we just produced another. That's another accomplishment that I feel like just goes like under my eye, like under my level of vision, because it's so routine for us that I don't think of like that as like an actual thing.
It's huge. That's why I'm talking about, because even like just moments where it's like I feel like within a week in time, there's been weeks of my life where it's like it could be the worst week of my life, like fully like can't find happiness that whole week, but I'm still getting together to put out at least like 2 hours of content a week. And it's like, it's crazy that like,
no matter what,
and you still do that.
Yep. God bless.
Amen.
And
which is crazy.
Fun doing it too.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
another accomplishment.
I'm not saying that as like a complaint thing. Like, oh, I'm depressed and now I have to make other people laugh. It's more of like a
crazy, like just weird.
It's okay. Keep going.
No, I'm not depressed. Sorry, the wording is
no.
But it's not like a complaint thing. It's more of like because when you film content like that and stuff, it like pulls you out of like, it makes me happier to be filming content than it would be if I was like
sitting doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
I understand that.
Love it.
Word.
Amen. Personal growth. Describe your 2023 self in 3 words. Anyone want to go first?
Stubborn.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. That's a really good one for you.
I'm extremely stubborn, but another thing is like
you're not. I don't think you're like very. I wouldn't say stubborn. I'd say boundaries. Like you have.
But I was gonna say my stubbornness. Boundaries is a better word, because I was gonna explain it as saying like my stubbornness got like more adaptable.
Yeah. You've just.
But it is just boundaries. Like I will never let someone put me in a position that I don't want to be in.
Yeah.
And I will vocalize my opinion with 100% certainty to your face.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I guess it is boundaries.
For sure.
You have 2 more words.
I'm thinking.
I'd also say flexible.
Okay.
That's
Not physically.
physically. Schedule wise.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I could kind of do really anything.
Yeah.
And I'd say outgoing.
That's a good one.
I like
Just because I feel like there's like I always have a fear of like reaching out to people and like making friends, but I feel like I've had the ability to like create bonds and relationships that I didn't. But also in the same token, I've always been outgoing, and I feel like it's a weird word to use describing my 2023 self, because I've honestly felt more outgoing in like 2021 and 2022. but I guess I'm just like consistently outgoing. I did feel it less this year than usual, though. I feel like I'm more like stuck in my box.
I think you feel it less because it's also another one of those things that's routine for you now.
Yeah.
Like when you were making a big deal about if you were making a big deal about like what you're comfortable with and where your boundaries are at, like in fucking 2019, that's like in the normal. You wouldn't like go out that much out of your way to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
Do you know what he means? He asked.
I said,
Okay.
So is that like?
Do you have 3 words, Matt?
I'm still kind of thinking. I'd say one is. I don't know.
Do you have 3 words, Chris?
No, because I don't know how to say it. I'd say like I learned a lot. So I would say like
open-minded.
that's boring.
I would say I learned a lot as well. That's what I was gonna say. It's like just like learning,
knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. Thank you, Nick.
Adapting. Like I
Adaptive.
a lot. Yes.
Knowledgeable.
I would say outgoing. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
I would definitely say I was more outgoing. Like I learned how to like very like talkative and communicating to like newer people. I've learned to be more
Social.
Social for sure this year.
You're welcome.
Definitely.
Matt, do you have another word?
I'd say.
And I also like overthinking. I overthought.
Yeah, he done overthunk. He overthunk it.
I overthunk a lot this year.
Yeah,
for sure.
he did a lot of overthunk.
But it's okay because I feel like sometimes overthinking is good. Because if you're underthinking something, then you don't care enough.
You gotta overthink.
But you just can't overthink until you like overthinking can hurt yourself if you overthink too much. You have to like perfectly thunk.
Yeah.
I would say.
Do too much overthinking, you're gonna oversinking
Yeah.
and overthunk. Go ahead, Matt.
I would say I learned a lot about like who I am as a human being this year.
Okay, so the challenge was 3 words.
I know, but I don't know. I don't have 3 words.
You got it.
Me, myself, and I, bitch. Like I learned a lot about myself.
Okay.
That's like no, because that's my biggest takeaway from this year, is just like
Character building.
Yes, fully character building and fully character building.
Development. You developed. Development.
Yes,
Okay.
development. Sure, I don't have 3 fucking words, but I'll give you a little stanza.
You don't have to.
There you go.
Words. It's fine. Congratulations, Matt.
Thank
you did
you.
good. All right.
Were you finishing a thought or is it on me?
I think it's on you.
Okay.
No, we all finished our 3 words to describe our 2023.
Okay.
I didn't have 3 words. I had.
Yeah, you had like 3 like.
Okay, what's something you surprised yourself by doing this year?
Oh God.
Guys, why do I kind of really want to open all
Stop.
these? They've been here all.
It's gonna be like a little styrofoam block.
Oh, boring.
That was actually crazy.
Boring.
Did the inside purple.
Obviously, feel it. Squeeze this thing. It's a styrofoam block.
Oh wow, it squeezes kind of weird.
because it's a styrofoam block.
Okay, well,
All right, put
I
them
asked you
down.
guys a question.
Nick,
What was
put
your
the
question
present down?
Re-ask it. You interrupted yourself by squishing the present.
What's something you surprised yourself by doing this year?
Go ahead, Matt. You go first.
God, I hate going first. You go first.
You go first.
He asked the question. He
Correct.
can't go first.
Okay, then you
I can't moderate.
I hate to say it again, but like tour or stuff on like stages and stuff. Even like going on stage with Skies at Summer Smash, I definitely surprised myself.
Oh yeah.
I really like. It's just a crazy thing because it's like at a festival. It's like first of all, when an artist performs at a festival, there's some people that might not even be a fan of you there. For the artist.
For the artist.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Now I'm special guesting
An artist
an artist.
that you don't have a song with.
Correct. So it was, and that was the day we met. So it was just a very like, it was a very fun, like, just go for it situation. Definitely surprised
Yeah.
myself. And fun fact, we'll probably talk about it if we ever get Skies on the pod, but I was unaware of what was about to happen until
Yeah.
it happened. So definitely a very big surprise.
big surprise.
Because it kind of
I'd say
like left field.
Mine's much more boring. But when
That's okay. Nothing's boring, Nick.
No, it's boring.
No, it's not.
But when I was in Disneyland, I went with my friend Maddie, and she likes rides, and I'm not the biggest fan. And she convinced me to go on this ride, and I was like, if it's not that bad, like I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so it was like she was like, oh, it's like one of those drop rides. I was like, I love those. Like I'll totally be fine with doing it. But I didn't realize that it like drops you and shoots you up at the same speed several times.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like a little
For a
shaker.
long amount of time. So I was just surprised because that's like probably like there was not a ride that I didn't go on. And I'm not usually like I'm a moderate person with rides. I'm not like, oh, I can't do it. I'll like die like Chris. And I'm also
Not true.
That's very true.
Not how I react to rides.
You're afraid of every ride ever, essentially.
I'm not afraid.
Okay,
Except for it's a small
Take it easy, Dragon Coaster.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Nick.
afraid is like you're gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna die. I don't enjoy.
Oh, he just feels sick. He doesn't like the way it feels. Like,
Unsafe.
I don't feel like I'm gonna fling off a roller coaster.
you let
and
him
fall to
finish?
my death.
Go for it.
but like Matt loves rides and you don't like rides.
That one I'll disagree with.
Matt
Doesn't
loves
love them.
Love is a strong word.
Okay,
Love is a
Matt
strong word.
enjoys.
Love is something
Matt
like
enjoys
kids going to
rides.
the Disney.
Matt enjoys
Yeah,
rides.
love is like I can't wait to go and ride it again. It's like
Yeah.
Matt enjoys rides more than me and Chris,
For sure.
and Chris dislikes rides.
Yes.
Fair statement.
Okay,
You're
so
an
when I go to amusement parks with you both, and Matt goes on most
Why'd
of
you
the
say amusement parks like they're like fake?
amusement parks. What does that mean?
You said that when I go to amusement parks, like
Well, because I also was thinking we haven't been in like 2.5 years altogether.
yeah, that is
Because going somewhere as a group of 3 triplets is much harder than one person at a time. Whatever. Like you're asking me stupid questions. I'm trying to get a point out. But when I'm with you guys, I don't really go on every ride because you don't want to go on every ride.
Yeah.
So I get to use you as my excuse of like, oh, I'll wait with Chris.
Yeah, like if you're feeling adventurous, Matt's gonna go on it. And if you're not, then I'm not gonna go on it. I'm gonna
Correct.
Charo stand.
So it was like since I was with just
getting
Maddie and she was
pretzel.
going on, I was like, oh, okay, like I'll be totally down. So I was just surprised because there wasn't like a ride that I didn't go on, and I enjoyed my day a lot.
I love that, Nick. That's actually not boring. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, because I had to fucking fully explain every detail because you guys wouldn't stop
Shut
asking
up,
me questions.
Matt.
was
What
done
surprised
asking
you?
questions.
Like, how did you surprise yourself this year?
I have like 2 things, I think.
Go for it.
One of them is like when you and me went to Summer Smash together, like just being in Chicago with just you.
Yeah, that
know
was
what I
very
mean?
surprising as well. Because me
like-
and Matt often rely on Nick to help us like
Yeah.
fly when we go like group trips and stuff.
For sure.
So flying without Nick, for like just for me and Matt,
like
was very
going from Boston to here with you 3 was like an absolutely insane step, like without my mom on the plane for the first time, and then just it
Without
being,
me being there was so
without
different.
you, and it like literally just me and Chris being alone, having to order food when Nick normally does all of that. Like
that was crazy. Ordering food is very simple.
it was very simple, but I'm just saying like
They have to do the things they force me to do.
okay, but I do your fucking laundry. Go clean your dirty underwear. Go
That's
clean your
all that you do.
It was more. It was
All
more.
that you do.
It was
Get
more
your license.
Matt,
You're 20 years
Matt,
old and you can't drive. That's my other
You
thing.
had me at the like flight. and
I'm just
stuff.
saying everything that you and Nick helped me with that day. I was like just like in Chicago doing things like that.
Yeah.
Second one.
That's all.
I think
Sorry.
Matt, I have the whole thing that I could just talk about of things you did this year that surprised me.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate.
Do you want to hear them?
Second
Can I
one.
finish my second one. Nathan was here when we were gonna go to Hawaii, and he came here to California first, and we were also with our friend Waylon, and his car didn't fit all of us driving, and I never drive in California. Like I hated driving in California. You couldn't catch me in the driver's seat dead if you wanted to, because I've had driving anxiety my whole life, even driving in Boston. I just hate, like I got my license because at the start when I first started getting anxiety, it was like a comfort thing for me to have my license and be able to drive out of situations I didn't want to be a part of.
Keep
And then once I got to California and the roads are more difficult, I kind of got the driving anxiety again, but like that time in the driver's seat, which had never happened before. So I was like, damn, now I'm like, not only did I get I had anxiety because I didn't have a car, but now I had the car and I could drive myself places. But then a new type of anxiety kind of developed itself where it's like I get anxiety. I can
Nick,
now get.
stop fucking around with shit. Go ahead, Matt.
I can now get
like
anxiety
10 years
while
old.
driving the car. So then, once we were all going to go to a barbecue restaurant, but my car was the only one that could fit, I was like, okay, it's time that I take us to the barbecue restaurant
must
because
do
I'm not
this.
going to fucking embarrass myself and be like, I'm not going to drive us all to a barbecue restaurant. So I did that. And I think I literally will thank Waylon with my life for that day because he's the only reason that like I can still operate a vehicle in California now, because he kind of just
Shout out
like,
to Wait Philippe,
he like unintentionally like forced me to do that. So
Yep. And that was awesome. That was gonna be on my
but
list.
like
of
he also offered to drive before I even said something.
Yeah.
But then I was like, nope, we're gonna do this.
Yep.
And now I can drive here. So
That was on my list of things that you did that surprised me. It was
Thank you.
driving in LA and stuff.
Yeah.
The other one was I feel
want to know what's the thing that surprised me about Nick? That he can't drive yet.
what about me?
I was gonna say you, but he's a little more on my nerves, so I'll let it slide for you first.
More on your nerves. I'm on your nerves.
No, you're not on my nerves. He's on them.
I was about to like just go on a compliment raid. For
No,
you.
go ahead.
I think one thing you did very good this year that surprised me is like actually finding stuff that you like want to care about and do and like actually getting it done.
That's what
You very often have this thing where you just like pretend not. I
What
know
is
you
this
actually-
love fest?
It's not a love fest.
Can
I'm
you
just
shut
pointing
up,
it out, Nick.
please?
Whatever.
This guy,
Like, dude, how negative.
sit there and eat your Skittles.
Nick,
you
what?
fucking idiot.
I feel like there's more that surprised you this year. No?
No,
I was gonna say when you talked about Nathan coming here, like the whole Hawaii thing, like having Maddie and Nathan together is always surprising to me. It's not like I didn't surprise myself.
I just dropped
Nick, no one gives a fuck. But I like think all of our friends and everyone being brought together is so much fun.
I agree.
Just add, especially during like
Kid ruined my compliment. Fucking.
yeah, he did.
You can keep
Compliment,
going.
great.
I don't actually care.
Then why'd you start talking?
Cause I don't know. It was just like boring. Love,
Alright,
love,
let's
love,
go,
love, love, love.
Let's go then.
All right,
Surprise
next
me how
topic,
fucking
Nick.
annoying Nick
No,
is.
say something else about Matt. Come on.
No, like just like
needs
with
it, he
his,
wants
like
it.
with his
I
like
don't want it.
no
Shut up, Nick.
Matt has developed a new like like I care about what I'm doing and hardworking personality that he didn't have at the start of this year.
And I agree, and that's what I was saying, trying to say about myself. About
The one thing that Matt has to work on
self-taught
is
thing.
balance. You have to balance.
I know.
You can't just focus on one thing. You gotta like
That's
let
true.
life
I gotta balance all my
correct.
things out.
Yes.
It's so funny that you said that Matt like developed a new hardworking personality this year because you're the first to put him in check every argument. Like, oh, you do nothing. Oh, you're the worst. Oh,
Yeah, but
like
I
literally like a week ago, you probably told Matt he does nothing.
I'm talking about his
think you do
drive
that
on his
more.
personal stuff, Nick. Stop being weird.
I love that. Like as much as Nick and Chris love to say that I don't do like much all the time, I love that I can always pull the laundry and license card out of my back pocket whenever the fuck I want. They're like, "Oh, you didn't take any pictures for this Friday's photo dump." Okay, and you're gonna have shit in your underwear if I don't fucking wash them.
My thought is like you do the laundry.
Like, stop being
You
weird.
do the laundry.
What is
You
he
do the
saying?
laundry and you drive the car. Yeah, but like me and Chris also have our like chores and duties on top of all the other shit
your
that you
chore
should be a
and
part
duty
of
should have
doing.
been getting your license at the age of 16 years
Okay,
old.
all right,
There's
yeah, you're
chores
tough.
and duty for you, buddy.
Yeah,
Here's a
whatever.
chore and duty: clean the car, even though you're not driving it. Crazy.
Yeah,
right?
you're just you do like your two token things and think you need a trophy.
paid for gas for the first fucking year that we had the car.
That was your personal choice.
No, it's not. I had a car and we worked at Star Market and we didn't all fucking have.
Kid, if you're talking 2019. This is a year recap.
Give me the
2023.
fucking.
Do you care?
However much money I paid for
you
gas
care?
from
We don't care,
2019 to 2020, and
Yeah.
start washing your own clothes, and then you can start
Oh,
talking.
you drove down the street to go to work. I'll give you $70.
Yeah,
here's
okay,
your quarters
buddy.
back.
Okay, buddy. How about when I drove to the
$70
Cape?
is very generous.
for the amount of gas that I used to drive in 2019
Matt,
and 2020.
Hey,
that whole year,
hey,
$70
dickhead.
is generous.
Hey, dickhead. I'm talking about the sentence he just said. He goes, "Oh, you drove down the street. Here's $70."
No,
That's literally the quote he just said.
Okay, he's
So
he's
every
no,
street
no,
is
no.
$70.
He's
That's
exaggerating.
very generous.
no, I agree with Matt. I was like,
Yeah, 70.
I was
thank you.
joking.
He's
I was
being
joking.
stupid.
You didn't understand
Go
the
ahead.
joke.
I got nothing to say to you, Matt.
No, go ahead with like the next thing.
All right.
Did you learn any new skills or take up any new hobbies in the past year?
Laundry and driving. How about you?
Oh yeah.
No, actually just laundry. Actually just laundry.
kid acts like if he died, I'd have dirty clothes for the rest
No,
of my
actually
life.
just laundry.
Like there's a solution beyond you.
Are you done? Are you done?
You're not the laundry king. Let's get
Are
you
you
the
done?
throne of the like fucking Tide Pods.
Re-ask.
Are you sick?
Re-ask the question and we'll
Kid
start
loves
again. And I won't-
unpoppables.
and I won't
Let's
say
take
it.
it.
Did you
call.
learn
And I won't
any?
say a smart
Did you
ass
learn anything new or pick up any new hobbies this year?
Yeah.
I learned how to do
Let's hear it.
laundry.
Go ahead, Nick. You start. And then
Nick,
I'll go.
how about you go? You fucking
about
big
you start-
talkative beast
yeah,
over there.
stop flicking
What's
the
something you
fucking
learned this
bowl
year, or
around.
did you pick up any new hobbies?
You can go.
Other than complaining still, because that's been a hobby since you were fucking
You guys
born.
argued all of the entire last podcast.
No,
so
this
let's
is just
clean it
funny.
up.
This is just funny.
Yeah, this
Come on.
Comedian
Go ahead, Matt.
arguing.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
New hobbies that I picked up. I'd say I've always had them, but I didn't let them shine until this year, which is reading and writing. Because I always loved reading, but one of my teachers told me that I was too stupid to.
Wow.
She told me that I couldn't.
She
take,
said a word that we literally cannot say.
yeah, she called me the R word, and I was in 4th grade, and she said that
That'll really lower a kid's.
And she said that I couldn't, and she said that I couldn't take Spanish class because I needed to learn English first.
Dumb
So I
bitch.
kind
She had a
of
stupid name, and she like was knitting. It's like you're supposed to be a
so I
substitute
kind of
teacher.
so after that, like
knit.
from a young age, I kind of
knit
I
somewhere.
loved reading and writing, or I always loved writing. I never. Her comment really got me on the reading aspect of things. That kind of shut me down for a little
Yeah,
bit.
it would
But-
shut me down as well.
Yeah, but then I kind of
just a shock.
I started to
Yeah.
pick that back up, but I've always loved like journaling and stuff like that. I've been writing just like little mini stories or just like things about my life in notebooks that I've had since I was a kid. So like actually being able to like sit down for hours on end and just write different things that I want to has been my favorite hobby. And I love
that.
I like that like it's a side of me that I don't show the internet at all.
That's
or like ever talk about like what I'm writing or
Very
what
important.
I'm reading about because it doesn't matter to any of them but me.
Correct.
Amen.
Which is great.
And it's a good keepsake, you know. Like you'll look
Yeah.
back at like
Also-
like, if I look back at like old, oh my fucking god, these stupid glasses, dude.
Just do you really
my
fix your
forehead's
hat
itchy.
that
No,
much
it's
all the
itchy,
time?
so I'm going to scratch my head. and
Guys,
it's
a
all-
random thought, but I
Let
can't
him-
believe
let him
I
say
just
his
can't believe that
on-topic
lady. I
thought.
can't. No, mine's on.
Oh, okay.
Mine's on topic. I just can't believe that substitute was like that devoted to like giving you shit as a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
It's like you'll be gone by tomorrow morning.
Literally.
Like get the fuck out of
You
here.
care that much?
Yeah, you literally have an 8-hour.
It's like you're probably not even getting paid.
I didn't
This is
care
probably
that much when I
volunteer
worked
work
at like a
for her.
grocery store.
Like, you're
if
fucking,
I was, when I was at the store and people would steal, I'd literally like just like, all right,
Like you're 80 years old knitting in a 4th grade.
nothing
English
I can do
class.
about it. You
Get
know
a
what I mean?
life.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Get a life
You're nuts,
before
you're
you
nuts.
fucking.
What was I saying
Broke
before Nick
over.
interrupted me?
Something about I forget.
I always say if you don't remember, it didn't matter that much.
I clearly did, Nick.
You'd remember if you.
No, it didn't.
If
Nick.
you misplaced your fucking house keys and you were locked out of your house, does it matter that much that you can't get home? Kind of still matters, right?
Thank
not
you,
the
Matt.
same thing.
Thank
Not
you.
the same thing at all.
exactly.
If you can't remember, what you were going to say, it didn't matter.
Oh, I can't remember where I placed my $1 million. It must be not that be important.
Blah blah blah.
What are you talking about?
That'd be a stupid move if someone lost $1 million by just misplacing it. Like you should know where that is.
I'm like trying to help you.
I know, but come on, Matt.
Okay, did you learn any new skills or hobbies this year?
The $1 million is safe.
Not any skills or hobbies. I don't know. We went bowling a lot on tour. And
Oh
then I let
my
it.
God.
I let it carry on after tour, before and after. Like
Put the
first tour
fucking
and the
glass
second
bowl
tour.
down.
Yeah, Nick, you're killing me.
it at your
Actually,
head.
you're actually bothering
Go
me.
ahead. At least it's not.
I'm actually bothering you. Oh, let me stop since I'm actually bothering Chris Sturniolo.
Go ahead.
There we go. Perfect.
Skills or hobbies.
But I'm nasty at bowling now.
You're very immensely mid.
Okay.
You're an immensely mid bowler.
Better than you.
Oh, I didn't say that you were worse.
Okay,
than me. I'm
then
just
there
saying
we go.
you're mid.
Is it a new hobby, Nick?
Chris.
Oh yeah, but
skills and hobbies.
You said it was a
Chris,
skill.
one of the-
I said it was a new
I'd
hobby.
say it'd be a new hobby. Definitely wouldn't say you're like nasty at bowling. That's a quote.
I'm good at bowling.
Good. Good's different.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
So is Peggy Sue, I'm sure, down the street. She's
rude to Peggy Sue.
rude.
You guys are
I would say Chris,
you're
I
like
would say
a mid.
that
I used to
skill-
not
a
average
skill
above
and
100
hobby-
points, and now I do.
A skill and hobby that you always had, which is like coming up with the creative for like whatever type of content in any form. I think you've always had that, but I would say that I think it increased this year.
Matt, I appreciate that. Of
course.
And I agree.
And I've got
think
nothing
it
to
did
say
as
about Nick. I think you complain more than you
I think you got
normally.
a good skill of leaving all your filth in the living room.
That's a good- that's a good
that's a
skill.
good skill, right, Matt?
Yeah, I think you
not
have a good
cleaning up
skill of
the
leaving
house.
cups in the car.
Yeah.
That's a good
When did this
skill.
become a fucking lifestyle channel? If you don't care about my dirt in the living room.
Okay, then start talking about the actual topic, Nick.
I didn't bring up my dirt.
Nick, what's
Okay.
a skill or a hobby that you
I started film photography as opposed to digital
did.
photography.
Wow.
Wow, that's a good one, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
pictures of me?
And it got so good.
My cute face, lots of likes, right? I hated it.
Skip. I don't
That's
even
good,
wanna-
Nick.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you self-taught or did you do any research?
Most people who are self-taught did research.
Okay, whatever.
Same question.
Whatever.
Yes to both. Right?
I knew you
I didn't go to school. You'd know, right? I went to school.
I'm talking about like a friend. Did some friend help you or did you learn all on your own?
Yeah. Basically, someone took our film photos, and I was just like, oh, I could definitely do that, and like we don't have to like pay a photographer every single time we want film photos. I could learn that same ability, and I did.
Oh my God. Do you know what that just reminded me of?
Tell us.
Nick, I hate you.
You asked the question. No, you're talking so sarcastic.
That Alice was a smart ass answer.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we went to Hawaii and
I remember.
And Nick brought his film camera but no film, and then he tried to like find a film store.
I actually blocked that out of my.
How insane was that? We got to Hawaii the first.
Please don't talk.
Let's just say there's not a single. All we have to do to finish this, because I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
There's not a
I
single,
wouldn't either if I was
there's
that
not
stupid.
a single 35 millimeter roll of film on all of
We went to
Maui.
like every CVS, every Walgreens, and then we searched like a film store that was like on the other side of the island. We went to it. Nothing there.
There's no 35 millimeter film.
Then he tried to get it on Amazon to the hotel lobby, and it was like arriving the day after we got there. And Nick made this film everyone's fucking problem. Like, I literally couldn't stop thinking every day I woke up, and it was just film in my head, and it literally gave me a headache every single
See,
day.
I forgot about it.
It was a nightmare. I could never forget.
I also tried an acai bowl for the first time in Hawaii.
Oh my God, that was a
changed
new
my
hobby.
life.
That was a new hobby.
Yeah, I had acai
An
bowls
expensive
a lot.
one. Kids just ordering acai bowls to the warehouse every day.
That was honestly, I would probably say that was the best thing I did this year. Is I tried a lot of new things food wise. Like I had a pulled pork sandwich. For
Yeah, whatever.
I wouldn't say you try a lot. I'd
Best
say
thing I
like
did
one
this
or
year
two
was fucking
things.
eat.
Oh, shocker! Clip that and post it, but don't put what I
I'm
said.
making fun of you.
I know, but I just want them to put that of you saying.
All right, next
I
up.
had a chicken sandwich for the first time ever this year.
You guys are stupid. Can we go to the next thing? Thank you.
You eat a whole lot of things for the first time. Like, I don't
I
believe.
swear to God, in my whole life,
You
I've
did
never had a
too in
chicken sandwich.
2003. Go to the next one.
Matt, you are the toughest person
I
I
was
know.
done eating out of a fucking tube. Obviously. Terrible joke. Oh, yeah, you ate new food in 2003, the year you were born.
Nick, what were you
I'm a
most?
fucking baby? I'm being force fed carrot mush. Like, no shit. I'm trying new foods. I'm literally getting fucking pineapples. So fucking, what's the word? Like soiree? No, it's like, what? Pineapple, like, fucking puree shoved down my throat as a baby. I'm about to like, trying new food.
What are you saying right now?
Kid just said that I tried a bunch of new foods in 2003. It was really out of my control. I was being fucking fed blended greens. I'm a baby.
It really upsets me that Nick just can't let anything go ever.
It's okay.
How do you want me to
Nick, what
say
were
it?
you most grateful for this year? Come on, I know it's hard for you to be grateful, but let's try.
Guys, I actually don't like anything.
Come on, Nick. What were you most grateful for? I could literally go on.
What about having?
I could go on a
what
list
about having
forever.
Somebody to drive you around and clean clothes in your closet.
Matt, not funny.
I actually am thoroughly grateful for that.
You're welcome.
If Matt didn't drive me around, I'd be a lost cause.
Yep. So would you. Soak it in.
No, it's not
Cool,
that
Matt.
big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal.
No, saying he'd be so would he be a lost
Matt,
cause? Crazy.
Yeah.
what are you most grateful for this year?
Oh, that was the next question. I thought you were just asking Nick to like.
No, it's just a question for anybody who's willing to answer. Nick,
Wrap it up. Wrap the thought up,
ahead,
please.
What am I most grateful for this year?
yeah.
How the fuck do you not have something to say?
You didn't either.
My loving family.
You literally didn't either. You said, guys, I don't
My
care about
loving
anything."
friends and family.
Great. Boo.
What
Nick, what about you?
for? Fucking acai bowls?
Probably.
Keep going.
What were you most grateful for?
Come on.
Keep going.
I was most grateful for, because no one's going to ask, so I'll just start.
I was
talking.
going to ask you, but I was waiting for the complaint fest to stop. Go ahead.
I am most grateful for a year of completing dreams. I got a lot done. And I've met a lot of people that I wanted to meet. And I feel like bless you.
Making that
Thanks.
I feel like right now in life, like right this second, I'm at like a very good content spot with all the people in it, like my friends and my family. I feel like right now is like perfect.
We don't need more. We don't want less.
Amen.
good one.
Yes. And I'm very grateful
was
that I feel like it's kind of awkward because getting this house with you guys wasn't this year, but it feels like it was like this year. It was a little bit before.
Wow.
Oh my
it
God,
was.
Yeah, we've been here for a little bit longer than a year, but I feel like I'm very grateful to have this home with you two as well. And
Real talk.
and just be with you guys and be able to film and do all of this every single day. That is what I'm most grateful for. Yeah. Hooray. Yeah.
Go ahead. Next one.
Okay, Matt. Let's talk about some trends that happened this year.
Okay.
The literal start of AI. and artificial intelligence.
AI was just like, is that new for real?
I feel like it is new.
It's on.
I feel like
come up.
I don't know.
I remember, no, it was like it's underground.
Really? No, not anymore.
No, like all the AI images freak me out. Like all the SpongeBob and cartoon.
The
videos,
AI
you know?
voice, the AI voice stuff is what freaked me out.
That's
the most.
actually really scary.
Because like I hear,
I remember when that first.
whatever whatever is my favorite Edit account, and it's like I said that, but like I didn't, and they like, paid some robot to say that.
Yeah.
and pretend it's me.
That has to be the
Maybe your
scariest
edits
thing.
are hard, but like
That has to guarantee
Not
be the
claiming
scariest thing about AI is like when they first started making people's songs and shit, and they were literally like there was a Drake leak that went viral, and it wasn't Drake, it was literally the internet, which is insanity. Go.
I want like 10 AI bots to pretend that like they're all me and like talk exactly like me, act exactly like me. And I want one of them to be like super like by the book and follows the rules and super kind.
it's not like you.
And then I want like, I know. And then I want one of them to just be like crazy and like disrespectful. Like I want them all to have different character traits and just like accumulatively the 10 of us, me and my AIs.
Oh my god,
We'll
this
just
is
wreak
insane.
like tons of havoc. And then people will be like, oh, he's like a great guy. And someone else will be like, what? He's like the fucking worst. And I'm just like constantly contradicting myself and like gaslighting people.
All right, Chris, what's the
So
next
you just want clones with like different attitudes.
Yeah, but I want like 10 polar opposite people. Like one of them to be the best,
But they all look
ever,
like you.
and one of them to be like extremely disrespectful.
I feel like that isn't AI. That's like a dream. That's like a hope. Like that's a robot.
AI.
It's stupid. Next one.
Matt, stop being so negative,
But, like,
please.
dude, come
You're
on,
bothering me.
whatever. I thought it'd be a fun idea.
Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I was gonna say something, but I forget what I was gonna say. Matt, what was your favorite show that you watched this year?
Did Stranger Things come out this year?
Are you Stranger Things 4?
Serious?
Like the newest season.
Stranger
Did it
Things
really?
4.
that came out at the beginning of this year?
No, that was like a no.
That was way
No
long
way.
ago,
That was
fair.
so long ago.
Okay. What was this year? Wednesday? Maybe?
Mid.
It was okay.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
RuPaul's Drag Race. I actually, fun fact, started watching RuPaul's Drag Race during tour in January, like right when the year started. So it's actually a perfect question.
Wow, Nick.
I'm trying
Watched
to think what
all 15 seasons of the regular show, and I'm on season 4 of All Stars, and then there's like 8 seasons. I'm gonna almost be fully caught
And you
up.
really enjoy it. And it's
Love
something
the
that's
show.
been very, very
I love drag queens so much.
yeah.
TV shows that
really
came
cool.
out in 2023.
I think it's good for you to have something that you like that. Like I know when like we have a
Like
long,
something gay. Like to, like, no, actually, like
Not
I was like, oh, I
something
needed
gay.
to do something gay. No, because I was thinking that. Like I was like, I don't have enough gay hobbies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watching 2020.
I was meaning
Drag
it
Race
more
is
of like a thing of like when we have a stressful day or like if we have a long day, we get home and you're like, okay, guys, good night. I'm gonna go upstairs and watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm like, oh,
love
he's going to
RuPaul.
do something that he enjoys, and
That's
it makes
good.
me happy.
I love RuPaul.
And I love you.
I don't think there were many 2023 TV shows
Well, if you
that,
can't think of it, you don't have a favorite, so we
that
can
came
move
out
on.
this year that I like watched. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, like I don't really recall any either.
I thought Wednesday was good.
Wednesday was so severely mid in my opinion.
All right, let's switch it then.
Well, like the first couple episodes were decent.
favorite movie
By
then.
the end, it was
favorite movie.
It was the favorite movie. That was one thing we did a lot this year. Was
oh,
we went
lots of movies.
we went to the movies a lot. We go to the movies very very frequently. The worst one was the Meg. I'll say that.
Oh my god, we walked out
walked
of the movie
out
theater.
of it. We literally
First
left,
time ever. Couldn't
which was
do it.
crazy. I never feel like
Hey, maybe I'll watch some of these. Catch up.
what is it?
If you asked me my favorite 2024 movies, maybe I just watched all the 2023 ones I didn't watch this year. Anyway, go ahead.
The Meg was terrible. We literally left and got up and walked out, which is insane because it takes a lot for me to do that. I feel disrespectful like getting.
Oh
up
my
and
god,
leaving a movie.
Oppenheimer was a fucking
I was
unpopular opinion. I could have fucking built the bomb myself in how long it took them to build that for fucking in that during that movie.
no. That movie was insanely.
Are you
long.
kidding?
You just needed a lot of background knowledge about the situation.
Yeah,
You needed to be
Couldn't
like previously educated.
They were just talking math. I'm like,
It's just
No,
like,
it was
They're like
insane.
throwing marbles around at some point. No, there's a lot of marbles. Do you remember
maybe
the
I fell
marbles?
asleep.
He's taking a break.
Yeah, what's going on over here?
I'm texting Sam McGrath. Everybody.
All right.
Okay.
He's my best friend.
That's nice.
Yep. Sorry, let me get the back.
what was a
Teenage Mutant
vacation?
Ninja Turtles movie. That was
Oh my God, that was the best movie of this year.
You're welcome.
And it made me really sad though because I turned 20 this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I always talk about this. I literally had to watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a 20-year-old, and I never have been more devastated to anything in my life.
Guess what? You will never watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a teenager ever again in your life because you're 20 and you're getting old. We're not kids anymore. We're never gonna have the fun that kids have ever again. Yeah.
This is crazy. You can
Anyways,
Nick.
it's not about
what was the
age,
best-
it's about heart.
what was the vacation?
Amen, Matt.
Best vacation you took?
Age is just a number.
Hawaii. Yes.
Hawaii.
Okay, we all agree.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but also
Nick.
my tour was a vacation to
Correct.
all the states.
I loved being in
So,
San
like,
Francisco.
you know, I was around.
Yeah.
What? San Francisco?
Yep, first show ever.
We were there for like 10 minutes, dude.
Not your. Yeah. Not.
It was the
not
first show of this tour, Nick.
second
this
tour.
one.
Next question. Stop being
Yeah,
an idiot.
you're a dumb
Hawaii was
fuck.
amazing.
Hawaii
Best
was great.
vacation of this year by far.
Anytime Nate's with me on vacation.
Oh my God, I love that kid.
Oh my god! I also love all the Scream movies that we watched. Because the next question,
there we go,
The
Nick.
next question was event you attended, and I think one of the best events we went to was the Scream movie premiere.
Yes, I agree. That was a lot of
Super
fun.
I hate
fun.
events, so I try to block them out, but yeah.
That Scream movie was fun.
Matt, stop being.
No, I'm not really a
Not
big
being
event
negative,
guy.
I'm
I just want to.
honest.
I do want to go to more.
Not an
though.
event.
No, I
at all.
agree. Dungeons and Dragons was fun.
Oh, that was a good movie
That was
too.
really fun as
That
well.
was a lot of fun. We went all together. We all dressed up nice.
Okay, most listened to song or artist.
Ooh.
Melanie Martinez. I really indulged back deep into
Indulged is the
Indulged.
You forgot the beginning.
You got to throw the IN in there and you'll be good.
I really indulged back into my Melanie Martinez.
Isn't it E?
Guys, can you both
How do you
fuck
spell
off?
indulge?
Indulge.
Oh yeah, he's right.
I thought I was about to get caught. Like,
No, it's not.
I was
It's
like, oh.
indulge.
I don't know.
I really indulged back into my Melanie Martinez fanhood, and yeah, that's like literally just wait for my Spotify Wrapped. You guys are gonna be sick to
I
your
don't-
stomach. She's the only artist I
don't
probably
know
listened to
how
this entire year. I don't think I listened to any other music.
I think
the whole year,
maybe-
and I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Not kidding one bit.
Okay, dude.
Just wait for the Spotify Wrapped.
That's good. I'm waiting.
saying.
I always forget like what was the beginning of this year.
I'd say just
January.
Skies always, Mac Miller always, and then
Dom Corleo I liked a lot this
I think
year.
I'd listen
I
to a
liked
lot of
Thomas
Travis
Gang.
this year.
Travis Scott was
Utopia.
amazing this year.
Really
that album
good.
was really good.
Really good.
I like Nardo Wick a lot. He was in my top, like the beginning of this year. I literally was listening to nothing but Nardo Wick. That was
That's true.
amazing.
It's just like hard for me to think about what I was listening to in like 6 months.
Kid Leroy just dropped an outstanding album.
One of like the better albums I've heard in a
See,
very
I don't know. It's so difficult for me to like talk about music 'cause I'm so boring and like everyone around me has good music tastes, like all my friends, and they're all really different. So I kind of just listen to whatever my friends play. But when I'm like alone, I just pick one artist and like because that was it. Like before listening to Melanie Martinez all the time, I was just like constantly listening to Billie Eilish anything.
Yeah.
It's like so it's like I just pick an artist and then hit shuffle on them for like 4 months in a row.
But me and
That's
Matt
my
have
life.
also like Matt especially has been making a new playlist of just a new vibe.
I
of
need to
music
make a
that he
new
likes.
playlist.
And I've been listening to it a lot. And there's a lot of bangers in there.
You're welcome.
And like me and Matt are just like both appreciating like different kinds of music now, especially me, because Matt's already it's easier for you to do it because you already like that like music. But I've been so stuck in the lane of like rap music.
I'm
You know
trying
what
to
I
pull
mean?
you out of the rap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, let me get on Ox every now
Yeah,
and
there's
again.
more than rap music.
I know that. I'm aware.
That's
but-
something you learned this year.
I know
for sure. And I
Definitely.
But here's the thing: that type of music to me is always like alone music. Like for some reason, I just correlate.
No, but also
rap music's alone music to me.
No,
I don't want to be with you
That I
all
disagree.
yelling and rapping and saying words I don't understand.
Whatever.
I will say I can listen to like
I hate-
at like my happiest moments. I can listen to like the most depressing, sad songs ever.
See, I can't.
And that's,
Me too. I'm
and
a
that's,
big
why-
fan of that.
that's why it's like and like I could be like going.
I need to be a little sad to go to bed. Like sometimes I gotta listen to a sad song to sleep.
I could be like
That's crazy.
I could be like
if you play
I get
2009
that.
Mac
me too.
Miller.
I could be on
on
the
top of the moon. Like
Yeah.
I could be outstandingly happy if you play one sad song. It's altering my whole mood.
See,
just constantly ended on like Airplanes by B.O.B. Bob.
Nick.
Just me pretend that air.
That's also like kind of like a
Nice
damn.
guy.
Like that song's like damn.
yeah, that song's like a throwback to
song
it.
is so good.
Yeah. Andy Grammer wrote.
All right,
He's got some.
All right, looking ahead into 2024.
Yep.
Who do you hope to have on the podcast in 2024?
Let me think. Sam and Colby. Should I just say it?
God, I hope to film. Let's just talk about. There's a bunch of questions. I'll ask them all, and then we can just talk about them all.
Yeah,
And wrap it up.
yeah.
Who do you want to have on the podcast in 2024? What is one thing you want to do differently in your day-to-day life in 2024?
Why would we do this?
Somewhere
We're
new.
just, like list them all and then we like.
No, it'll be a conversation after. No,
why would we do
well,
that?
yeah, let's do it. Okay, because Chris said, can I tell you why I was going to do it? Because Chris said, oh, Sam and Colby on the podcast, but I was saying a better way to bring them up would be like, oh,
Oh my God.
we want to just collaborate with them in general.
Okay,
in
yeah.
2024.
Okay, so
so
you
it'd be
reverse, and then you talk
Reverse. Let's do it one at a time.
Yeah.
Who do you want to have on the podcast in 2024? My goals for podcast in 2024 is make it so that we have a guest in almost every single episode and we turn it into more of like an interview and like having fun game session. That's
I
my
agree.
goals. And
I love that.
I'd love to have guests like every single week.
Amazing, Nick.
I don't know who though. I don't know.
Yeah,
who.
I don't know
I just
who.
want like I want more.
I just hate like saying who on the internet because then it becomes like
a
weird.
thing.
yeah. I just feel bad for them when like they're just like
They
kinda
see a
like-
clip of three goofy
And then if
kids
they
and
don't
smelling
want
a
to,
dick.
then
Yeah, I don't like putting people on the spot.
yeah.
None of
Next
that.
question.
Next question.
Nick.
But anybody.
Notice how we can like.
One at a time.
What is one thing you want to do in your day-to-day life differently in 2024?
I want to fix my sleep schedule and eat more nutritious meals.
I've been talking to Nick and Chris about fixing our sleep schedule.
Because I go to bed at like 6 in the
They only
morning.
want to
and then-
work at fucking peak hours of the night, and I'm like, I want to go to bed.
I don't want to change my sleep schedule. I love being up till 6 a.m. and then sleeping till
You're
2.
crazy.
That's like my favorite thing.
No, I
hate
like
it.
being up till like 3 latest.
Yeah.
Anything after
Like
that.
once
is,
the
like,
sun's coming up and I'm going to bed, I'm like, dude, can we?
I hate the
figure
sun
this out?
so much.
I want to eat more fruit.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
God, we need fruit.
No, yeah, like the second I think of fixing my diet, I just think of asparagus.
Okay.
Like
What's
I'm
the
just like,
question?
wow, that's what I
Sorry.
need to start
No,
eating.
Matt, totally different.
What's the question?
It was, what do you want to do differently in your day-to-day life? Kids talking about asparagus.
Yeah, because you just said I want to eat more fruit out loud.
I will say I quit soda for a month. I wasn't gonna say it on the internet because I didn't want it to be like a thing. But like
Well,
now
you just
I have
made it a thing,
I made
so
it a
congrats.
thing. But I haven't had soda in a month.
If you
so I'm
continue to not drink soda, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be 2 months.
I'll join you on on January 1st.
good thing you're wearing a hat because I'd tell you to already get another one. Go
Cap.
ahead, Nick.
That was a cap joke.
That's a cap.
Somewhere new you want to visit. I want to leave the United States of America. Take me anywhere.
Okay, I agree.
Yosemite.
No,
All right.
coming. I want to go back to Hawaii, but I want to go to a
That's
different
not somewhere
island.
new.
Honolulu is bitch. Fuck you. Oh, go ahead.
Thank
I'd
you.
say also same thing with individual hobbies and aspirations and just like kind of like I have a lot of individual things I'm honing in on right now that will exist soon that'll be really, really fun. Just like ideas I have as an individual. But also like I think that with posting consistently on the internet for 3 years as a group, it set us up so well because usually when people are like a group and then they do individual stuff, it like alters the group situation.
Yeah.
But for us, I feel like since we've been indulged in consistency for
You put the IN in
for
there.
2 years, it's going to be super easy to transition to also doing individual tasks and putting the same amount of effort and care into group projects.
I agree.
So I'm super excited to just do more individual stuff on top of keeping our group stuff going as it is. I'm also excited to do more as a group. I feel like as we grow, we can only do more together.
I'm excited to do different things as a group.
Yeah.
Kind of like break the car video Wednesday video barrier a little bit. And I'm gonna
No,
say
like
that
yeah,
on the
we're
internet.
never gonna end car videos. We don't want to end car videos.
No.
But I think that
But,
like
like-
an adaptation to something new, like Twitch streaming more.
I was gonna say my goals are to elevate my personal brand more, just to like be where I want it to be. Streaming, which is why I interrupted you because I had the same thought.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to stream as well, and then probably just try new things. Like try to do as much as I can to fulfill what I want to do. Just like I feel like I often second guess myself, and I often get in my own head about actually doing stuff, and I just want to like think less, do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd also say continue to like make and have new friends and like continue to attempt to be a good friend. Because sometimes I can find myself like just not going on my phone for like 3 days at a time, or like someone will be like, oh, text me tomorrow, and then I won't text them for like 3 days. So like just making time for like relationships in my life as well as like the work I do.
I love it. Well, there it is.
Thank you guys so much for watching this Monday podcast. We have car videos on Fridays and random videos on
It's
Wednesdays.
a Christmas charade palooza right now. Who's enjoying it? Who's living? Who's
What are you talking
thriving
about?
in Christmas time?
Right now, you guys are in like the little Christmas marathon thing, or it's coming to an end, depending on.
No, this is the last one of the Christmas miracle.
Oh my God, last Christmas.
Well, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, love you all, peace and love. See you later.
Merry Christmas.
Amen. Thank you guys.